Welcome to another episode of UnGlum Tribe. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Black Hawk.
And today we've got a very special Valentine's Day treat for you. Well, it's kind of special.
We are all in love, and some of those who are not in love, we are in love with ourselves.
That's right. Well, you know, if you're anything like us, you know we gotta love us. So,
yeah.
We got a couple things here for you. It's a little bit of an informational bit, but there's going to be
There's
going to be a couple twists and turns that you may already know, but you may not expect.
Right.
So here, to knock it off first is Black Hawk.
All right, Valentine's Day is the time to celebrate romance and love and kissy-feely faces all the way around. Ugh. To me, at least. But the origins of this festival of candy and cupids are actually dark and bloody, and a bit muddled. Though no one has pinpointed. Yeah, bloodled,
bloody and muddled.
Exactly.
Hashtag bloodled. No, not trending now.
No, not trending now.
Make it so.
Though no one has pinpointed the exact origins of the holiday, one good place to start is ancient Rome, where men hit on women by, well, hitting them.
Literally, by hitting them. Those wacky Romans.
Oh, Romans.
Yeah, from February 13th to the 15th. Is a Roman celebrated feast, Lupercalia. During this feast, men sacrifice goats, dogs, and then they would flog the women with the hides of the animals that they had just killed.
So they would take a bloody carcass and beat women with it,
as if hitting the woman itself is not like completely unreal, just baffling. They were doing it with a dead animal, because nothing says I love you like slapping Fluffy's tail against your ass.
We should bring that back. Hashtag bring it back.
I think you have that. Let me know how let me know what the success rate looks for that.
The guesses are not good.
Hashtag Valentine flogging. These Roman romantics.
Maybe that's where we get it from.
They were
romantics.
They're a bunch of drunken, naked folk. You know, they're literally just running around in their birthday suits, just pissed drunk and just hammered and grabbing dead things and hitting women with them. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. They're running around naked, drunk, beating women with carcasses. Wow.
Here's what
Rome, ancient Rome. I wish I could have been born 3,000 years ago.
Women, apparently, this wasn't something that, like, I don't know. They had to be mixed emotions going about this. There had to be.
Yeah.
There had to be.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, they and the women, though, they would actually. Here's the thing. Okay, it just gets better and yet worse at the same time. Okay, so these Roman guys, they're drunk. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're naked. Mm-hmm. They've got a hold of dead animals. Mm-hmm. I mean, like in their possession. Okay. And not only are they hitting women with them, but these women are lining up to be hit. They're like,
please flog me.
A bunch of sadists.
It is.
Yeah.
Heathens, sadists, a little masochists.
What's he got? He's got a dog? No, I'm holding out for the goat. You go first. I'm holding out for the goat. I got some serious sadism going on here. Jeez.
Please don't tell me there's any bestiality involved in this.
I hope not. I mean, I'm kind of learning some of this as we go.
Oh boy!
But it's hard to absorb all this on the first couple takes reading through it.
It is.
So the brutality of all this, it included. It also included a matchmaking lottery, in which obviously names were drew of the women from a jar, and the couple would then be put together, coupled for the duration of this gathering, the festival, or longer. If they got along, if everything worked out, they could end up spending their life together.
Okay.
He had the opportunity to flog her every weekend.
See,
with
that
goat
sounds like something that you would find at a swingers party. Just
what
throw
kind
everybody's
of parties are you going to?
Throw everybody's name in the jar. Hey Dan, you got Jetta.
And here's your go ahead. Here's your go ahead.
Here's your go ahead. Go
put him in a
go beat her.
Put her in a closet. We'll count to 15. See what happens. See if it works out.
8 minutes of love or something.
The ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of our modern day of love. Emperor Claudius II He executed 2 men, both named Valentine, on February 14th of different
Saint
years in the
Valentine.
3rd century AD. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of St. Valentine's Day. However, later Pope
As a Catholic, I did learn that.
later Pope Gelasius, this is the first Pope Gelasius the first. You know.
Pope Gelasius.
No confusion with the with any of the other Gelasius.
Galatius.
Galatius.
Yeah.
Galatius.
Pope Gelasius.
What's the plural of Gelasius? Muddled things in the 15th century by combining St. Valentine's Day with the Lupercalia event to expel the pagan rituals because they were trying to, the old Catholic Church merging.
The
we're gonna
Holy Roman
get rid
Empire.
of it. But the festival was still more of a theatrical interpretation of what it used to have been. This is all. A lot of this is a direct quote from a fellow named Lenski.
Please read this.
And he added, it was a little bit more of a drunken revel, but the Christians put clothes back on it. So they were more drunk when the Christians and Catholics took over. Things got even crazier on the drunken level. But they put clothes back on.
Okay.
They
had to have some decency.
No, that didn't stop it from being a day of fertility and love, though. And around the same time, the Normans celebrated Gallatin's Day. Gallatin's meant lover of women, and that was likely confused with Valentine's, Galantine.
Valentine's, Valentine's.
At some point, because in part they do sound alike. So.
Okay. All right. The next little tidbit that we have for you is Shakespeare in love. As the years went on, the holiday grew sweeter. Cautious and Shakespeare, right? Cautious?
Chaucer.
Chaucer.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Oh, okay. I don't know Geoffrey Chaucer.
You know about Geoffrey Chaucer?
No.
Man, he was
he a
all the
good dude?
rage at these closed Catholic Valentine's parties, man.
Okay. Well, these two guys romanticized it in their works, and it gained popularity throughout Britain and the rest of Europe. Handmade paper cards became the token du jour in the Middle Ages. So when we were kids, giving out, 2 dozen, Valentine's cards, maybe
Usually with Snoopy or Charlie Brown or something. Or 2 Transformers that had no business being on a Valentine's card together.
For a girl.
Because there was one girl Transformer, ever. It's like...
Hey, you got to show your love somehow.
Yeah, 50,
be mine.
50 Valentine's cards.
Be my Transformer,
50
please.
Valentine's cards in a pack. You got 49. You got 49 Smurfs, 1 Smurfette.
Right. Eventually, the tradition made its way to the New World, also known as the Americas. The Industrial Revolution ushered in the factory-made cards in the 19th century, and in 1913, however, Hallmark Card of Kansas City, Missouri, began mass-producing Valentines. So Valentine's cards, I'm assuming up to this point, you have a sweetheart, you're gonna make her something nice, you write a little card, you give it to her, it's nice. But in the fast-paced world of America, we don't have any time for that shit. Just give me a card that I can buy at the store, and I'll handle it from there.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've gone from taking the time to skin and hide goats and dogs to just give me an e-card that I can click on and type your name in and send it off.
And there it goes.
God bless the interwebs.
Exactly.
America.
February has not been the same since. Today, the holiday is big business. According to market research from IBIS World, Valentine's Day sales reached $17.6 billion last year. This year's sales are expected to top $18.5 billion.
Well, more people, more sales.
Yeah, more chocolate, more roses,
the more
more
success that
cards.
Valentine's Day has with coupling people in a closet with a ram's head, the more likely there's going to be people next year new kids next year who will grow up to line up to be flogged by dogs.
Hey, we all got to do
with dogs by drunken men.
We all got to do what we got to do to fall in love.
You got to do what you got to do, but I ain't doing that.
No, me neither. But that commercial Over-commercialization has spoiled the day for many, including myself. Helen Fisher, a sociologist at Rutgers University, says we have only ourselves to blame. This isn't a command performance. She said, if people didn't want to buy Hallmark cards, they wouldn't have been bought, and Hallmark would have gone out of business. So we are to blame for the reason Hallmark is making so much money, apparently. Which I can see.
Well, yeah.
You know, instant gratification.
Not even going to go into the circular semantics about that, because, you know, had Hallmark never bought cars, nobody mass produced them, nobody would have bought them. But if nobody bought them, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Somebody should put that dog to sleep and use it to flog somebody.
Let's just go back to the days.
I'm going to ride that way the whole way through this. I'm just saying.
I was going to say, just let's go back to the days of getting naked and throwing cards into bowls and
just mix it all together.
And so the celebration of Valentine's Day goes on, and in varied ways. Many will break the bank buying jewelry and flour for their beloveds. Yes, I've heard some people will go as far as buying tens of thousands of dollars in diamonds for their sweetheart. But then again, they probably make $1 million a year.
That might be for another episode, another gaudy. Oh my God, too. We'll see. We'll see. Look that up. Expensive gifts.
Others will
research pending.
Exactly. Others will celebrate SAD, or Singles Awareness Day,
which is just hilarious to me, because it's like,
if you gotta have one, you gotta have the other.
All the
awareness days.
Of all the names you could have given, you chose SAD because
it's sad. I guarantee you that's why they did it.
I know. It's sad that you're celebrating a day called Singles Awareness Day. If chances are pretty good you're probably single all year, or at least a good portion of it. If you're celebrating it on Valentine's Day, you may or may not. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not even going to try to rationalize that, or I guess everybody has to cope some way.
Yeah. But in some ways that they actually do celebrate this is by dining alone and giving themselves gifts.
I want to be present when that happens. I want to be there in the cafe. I want to see that shit go down. I want to see some guy.
He sits down with a nice little bow and some chocolate.
I want to see him drop it off. I want to see him drop it off at the maitre d', say wait 15 minutes and take it to table 22, and then be seated at his reservation for table 22, and then have the maitre d' bring it over to him with a look of perplexity on his face and go, somebody left this for you.
And he knows damn well it was him.
For me? Oh my goodness.
All right. Plan. Future episode. You will see this next Valentine's Day. If I'm still single, or if he is single.
I have spent many.
Or maybe I'll just do it for a joke.
I have spent many a Valentine's Day alone. And I may have spent a couple of them sad, but I never would have sadly celebrated them. I'm single and I'm aware. I'm aware that I'm single.
Wow. Listen to this. A few may even be spending this day the same way the early Romans did. Well, thank you for joining us on another segment of UnGlum Tribe on this Valentine's.
This blood-old, #blood-old Valentine's Day.
My voice is getting muddled with all these blood-old things that are being given out to all of these.
It was a massacre back then, man. It was just insane.
Oh man. But anyhow, again, thanks for joining us. As always, yes. I'm Blackhawk, and this is
Anthony.
And be sure to like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
And until next time, stay UnGlum, chums.